At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about the Echo Show 21. Yes, people, I got my hands on the Echo Show 21. This thing is a total beast. It is the largest Echo on the planet, making all the other Echoes look like little tiny toys. This thing is a complete departure from their normal Echoes because it cannot sit on a desktop, it can't sit on a countertop, it can't sit anywhere unless you buy the extra stand. So it does not come with a stand, it doesn't come with any ability to stand up by itself. It only comes with a wall mount. So definitely take note of that right now. Also, this thing is very, very large. The screen is 21 inches diagonal, but the total package is much bigger and much heavier. So this thing is very heavy and it's very large. So I would definitely take note as you're going through this video because it's not gonna fit everywhere. So it's not the sit everywhere, go everywhere Echo like we're used to with all the other Echoes out there. This thing is specially formulated to sit on the wall. But the really cool thing is it can go in landscape or portrait, yes. So it has the ability to go in two different ways on the wall with one mount. You don't have to turn the mount around. You literally just mount it on the wall and you could just say, oh, today I wanna go portrait. Boom, you go portrait. You say, oh, today I wanna go landscape. You go landscape, just that easy. The mount that goes along with this is really, really cool. It's basically like the Echo Hub. So it's gonna be able to go on the wall super fast and stay on there really, really tight. And I'm actually gonna show you how to do it without putting a bunch of holes in your wall. So definitely stick around for that. So this thing has the bright, vibrant display. It has some really good speakers built into it. It has, of course, the microphones that are gonna allow us to do all of our voice commands to control our smart homes. So it really has all the features of the Echo plus a TV/picture frame look to it. But is it going to be too much? Is it going to be too heavy? Is it going to be too big for everybody? That is what I'm going to be figuring out in this video. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said Echo. After that, I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the At Home Lucas test to figure out, is it something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so I have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, we got the Echo Show 21. People, there is an image of what's to come in the box. I will say that the top of this box is insanely top heavy to the point where I almost dropped it because it feels like all the weight is right there for some reason. So they did not balance this boxing right. Also, this thing is extremely heavy. It's a tiny little device and yet this box is so heavy. I don't know what is in there, but I cannot wait to get inside and take a closer look. Amazon does not fail on the simplicity of their boxing. This is literally the Echo Show right here. This thing is so heavy. I don't understand what is going on. It is too heavy for a Echo device. It's crazy. I don't, I can't, man. It is literally like bananas heavy, and the amount of people that are probably gonna have problems with this being this heavy is probably a lot. So I don't know what's in here, but this is one heck of an Echo. This is a beast. Okay, this is everything that comes in the box. You have your wall mount right here. You have your instructions. You have your remote, your hardware to mount it on the wall. They give you batteries and a power cable. This is very, very similar to the Echo Hub that I reviewed last year. So they definitely took note from that and they applied it to here. And it literally looks like you screw it onto the wall with those 4 screws, and then it's gonna just lock in just like the Hub did on the wall. So now I have to figure out how to put this thing on the wall, which is not really something that I think everyone's gonna want to do. So I think right off the bat, they're selling you a device for the kitchen that cannot just sit in the kitchen by itself. You have to buy a separate mount to go on here, or a stand I should say, and I think that is gonna cause a lot of people to buy this and go, I have nowhere to put it, it's too heavy, what are you doing? Also, it's so heavy that Let's hope this thing works, man. All right, coming up, we're gonna find a spot for this on the wall and get this thing installed. So here is my problem. Let's walk around my kitchen real quick. I can't put the Echo there. I can't put the Echo anywhere on the backsplash here. I can't stand it up anywhere. It has no stand, no ability to do anything like that. The only place I could possibly put it would be up on the wall there, run the power cable down to there. But then if I'm standing in my kitchen over here, I'm not gonna be able to see it on the wall. And if I go around my kitchen, I literally have nowhere in the kitchen that I can put this. Nowhere. And I get that this is supposed to be like maybe a hub, so maybe I need to start walking around my house a little bit more to find another spot for it, and make it more of just a central hub for my house versus a thing in my kitchen. But I think a lot of people are going to buy this thing thinking, oh, I'm just going to be able to put it somewhere. If you buy a TV, they give you little feet on the bottom to stand it upright. This has none of that. This is literally saying you mount it on the wall or bust. The stand that goes along with this is $100, and there's no way people are going to spend, most people are going to spend $400 on this plus tax and then go buy a $100 stand just to stand the thing up. I mean, it's just wild. If I could stand it up, I could put it back there in the corner because we're going to get rid of all those baby bottles at some point anyways. So that is wild. I'm literally looking at this thing going, I think it's going back right now, unless I find a home for it. Okay, here's my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. I got my command strips on here. These are rated for 15 pounds. 4 of them will hold 15 pounds. This thing only weighs 10 pounds. Okay, that is my setup right there. I got my 4 command hooks on here. You gotta hold down for like several seconds. And then I just decided to throw a screw in there just for good luck because I don't want this thing to fall. So I will of course be monitoring the heck out of it, but there we go. I may have to put another screw in because this one sticks out a little bit, but that is my, I don't want to put 4 screws in this wall because I don't think it's going to stay here. I really want to just figure out if this thing is any good right now. All right, and there we go. We got it mounted on the wall. Somehow I got it level, which is really awesome. The thing I don't like right away is this cable that's running down here because I have a little guy crawling around. Okay, let's run through the user interface on this bad boy right here. So it's basically like a regular Echo. You just have this giant section over here, which you can actually just slide all the way over and close. And now it's basically just an Echo once more. And then you can simply slide it back out. This portion is a little bit glitchy. As you can see here, it went way too far. So it is kind of strange. Maybe you're actually supposed to tap it. Let me find that out real quick. No. So it is a slide, but it's not as smooth as it should be. It should be like an easy, see, it's just so strange. And then it snaps back into that position there. And then you have all these widgets that I've thrown on here. A lot of them are just kind of, I don't know. I don't look at this thing as I need to physically touch and see things on here and then do things. I use basically 99% voice. So I tell this thing what to do, and yet a lot of this is interactive where they want you to look at it and touch it and do all this stuff. This portion over here just looks strange because it gets so small when you slide that over, and it often will just be blank. So it'll just be a blank section. So it is kind of strange. It's like, okay, I don't think that they even know what this is actually the best for. I think that they could do a little bit of updating of the user interface of the software to really maximize this to tell us. I was kind of hoping this was going to be like the Echo Hub, where you got more of a hub experience, but that's not what this is at all. It is basically just a giant Echo, and you swipe down from the top, you can get into all of your normal Echo stuff right here. There is no added thing for the 21-inch. There is the Fire TV. I guess that's the added thing. I won't ever use that on my Echo. I don't know. I'm just a purist. I'm like, the Echo is an Echo. So the user interface is really funny. You can tap on things, obviously, jump in. So it is fairly quick, so they definitely did a good job. The glitching aspect of it is not as bad as when I first used the Echo Hub. That thing was a glitch machine, whereas this one is fairly quick. It's not too bad. And then you can just, you know, keep tapping on things here. Oh yeah, you have to actually tap certain ones.
I'm glad you're back. Do you want to hear today?
That voice is creepy. So certain things are there that are quick, and then of course you can jump into your thermostat right here and adjust your temperature. Actually, no, I take that back. You jump into this whole card here, and then you have this giant thermostat. Just a giant. It's so funny. The UI on that is hilarious. So there you go. That is basically the Echo Show 21 in a nutshell. This is what you're gonna get. And then of course you have full-blown Fire TV, which I'm not gonna show you because I don't think you should be using Fire TV on your Echo. Prove me wrong, I could be wrong. Okay, and this is what it looks like in portrait mode. I honestly think it looks really, really unique in portrait mode, but it's definitely one of those things where the user interface seems like it likes to be a little bit more in landscape mode. So definitely take note of that. But if you want something that really stands out, you throw it into portrait mode. This definitely stands out. Definitely has a look of its own. So that is really, really cool. Okay, so you can load up YouTube on this bad boy. You do have to go into the Silk browser to get to it, but once you get to it, you can pretty much watch anything on YouTube really easily. I found that the controls were nice. You literally can just touch right on here, play pause. You have your settings up in the top right corner. Really, really nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and test the microphone. So I'm going to stand at a normal distance. I'm just going to ask the Echo some pretty basic stuff. Alexa, current weather.
Right now in Indianapolis, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has
That is a great microphone. Also, listen to how clear that audio is. Okay, now I'm going to stand back a little bit further. I still want to see the Echo. Alexa, what's the distance from Earth to the moon?
The moon is 251,800.
That is unbelievable, people. That is amazing. Let's get out of mic shot. So I'm gonna stand over here. I'll point the camera over here. So I'm standing a little bit off. Alexa, what's the humidity?
Currently, the humidity is 59%.
That is wild. Okay, so these are definitely the best microphones on any Echoes that I've ever used. Usually they have massive trouble. Now let's do the sync test. Okay, now we have the sync running. So this usually messes up the Echo's microphones. Alexa, current weather. Alexa, current weather.
Right now, the humidity is 59%.
Okay, so it took two. I had to say it twice, but the second time I said it more directly at the Echo. So let's go ahead and stand a little bit further back. Alexa, how many days until Christmas?
Christmas Day is in 28 days on Wednesday, December 25th.
Wow, I said that so quietly. I really said that super quietly. So that's amazing. Usually the sync running will mess up most Echoes. So these microphones are definitely kicking butt. 5 out of 5 stars. Okay, so this is going to be the image quality test for the Echo Show 21. All of this will be recorded on the microphone right on the front there. So this is what you're going to get. This is a super, super wide lens up here. That is absolutely amazing. This Echo Show is a little bit higher up probably than you would put it. You may put it a little bit lower. It's kind of picture height. So I put it up there. So this is going to test the image quality and it's going to test the microphone. So all the audio is being recorded through the Echo Show 21 as well. This doesn't follow you around, but if you were doing any kind of video chatting, it would crop you out and it would follow you around the room, which is really, really cool. So for some reason, when you're just recording straight video, it doesn't do that at all. But there we go. This is the image quality of the Echo Show. Now, if I was a little bit shorter, this would be kind of annoying. So that is something to take note of. Okay, I switched it to portrait mode, so now it's recording in portrait mode. And this is actually really, really cool if you have an outfit on and you want to figure out what you want to wear. This is actually pretty high up on the wall. It's a couple inches lower. I would say it's like 3 or 4 inches lower than when it was in landscape mode. But this will let you check out your entire outfit, which is really, really cool. And once again, you're getting this huge amount of lens. So switching it to portrait mode, and then of course you can get really close to it. Really check yourself out. So this is really cool. It's almost like you have your own straight up mirror. Like if you have a standing mirror, you could probably replace it with this bad boy. Just slap this on the wall. Maybe you don't have room for a standing mirror. Slap this thing on the wall and boom, you have yourself a mirror which you can go ahead and fully check yourself out in a 360 degree, which is really, really awesome. So this thing's gonna allow you to view all your house cameras really, really easily, just like any other Echo out there. Alexa, show me driveway cam.
Okay.
And there you go, just that easy. You can of course pinch and zoom, you can double tap, and it's actually really, really smooth. I was kind of surprised at how well they did on this bad boy right here. And then you can tap the microphone in the bottom left corner and you're gonna be able to talk directly through your Echo so everyone out there can hear you. So if someone shows up, you could do your two-way talking really, really easily. And then of course you can hear everything around you. Then you can do multitasking. So let's say you wanna see when your package arrives, you can have that in the bottom corner. You can of course have it on any corner that you want, or anywhere actually. I believe it's on the side. So anywhere on the sides or the bottom, you can have it, which is really, really cool. So they did a really good job with the ability for you to check out all of your security cameras super, super easily. And then of course you can go to your smart home and you could do a whole bunch more with your cameras. You just simply go into there and now I can check out all my cameras really fast, really easily. So that is awesome. So all in all, I'm gonna say that if you have the space for this Echo and you know what you're buying, this is a great buy. I would probably recommend people just simply buying the stand with this, just in case you can't put it on the wall or you find you don't wanna put it on the wall. Then you have the stand to put it on and sort of go back and forth. Do I want to put it on the wall? Do I want to put it on the stand? If you do throw it on the wall, just return the stand really quickly, super easy, no big deal. So all in all, I'm going to say that this is definitely a polarizing Echo. For some people, it's going to be absolutely amazing, total game changer. For other people, it's going to be quite terrible. If you have a smaller home and you only want one Echo, this is probably the one to go with. I would put it on the wall and I would use it for 99% of the stuff in the home. Treat it as a picture frame, just throw it on the wall. If you don't have, if you have a bunch of Echoes all over the house and you have a pretty good setup, this one might be a little bit annoying and it might be too big for you. So this is definitely one of those things that you're probably gonna want to do your research, do your homework, then buy it, and then just know that you may be returning it because it's not the best Echo out there. So definitely take note of that. But other than all of that, I think it's a good buy. I'm gonna give it a solid 4-star rating. I would give it a higher star rating, but it is so polarizing that I think a lot of people are gonna buy it and they're gonna be like, ooh, I don't know. So I wanna make sure that I don't hype this up too much. But it is definitely really cool. I wish that the next generation of this would be lighter weight, require less screws, and just be a little bit more of something that is stand out on your wall. This one is just a little bit like, okay, I have a bunch of widgets, but they don't really do a lot for me day to day. So definitely take note of that. But yeah, good purchase, buy it. All right, there you go. That's the Echo Show 21. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, smash that subscribe button and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.